So today we're going to put the other running board on the truck. It's a Chevy 3/4 ton 2022 crew cab. The company is this place here. All the reviews on Amazon said they were not very good with their installation instructions, and they're not kidding. So they're rated for 500 pounds. It took about an hour to put this one on. I expect the other one will take about 15 minutes. So we'll show you what holes the brackets go in, and after you get that figured out, the rest is pretty easy. Alright, this might not show up very well on the camera, but there's little plastic buttons that cover up a factory threaded hole. So you got to take out the buttons in the first set of holes. Leave the second, leave the third. Take them out of the fourth set. The fifth set. Skip the sixth and go to the seven. It says to hang these brackets loose. I don't see any real reason to hang them loose. I'm going to go ahead and mount the other side fairly snug, and then feed the running board into the brackets. So I laid out the brackets to show you that there's three that go the same way, one odd one. The odd bracket goes to the rear tire side. We got all the plugs out. Using a razor knife to get the edge lifted up, and then the diagonal cutters to get behind it and wiggle it out. You gotta be careful not to cut it off because you'll plug the threads, and careful not to scratch the paint. So we made up the sandwich of crush washers, flat washers, and a little dab of Never Sees, in case I ever want to get them out again. And we're going to go put them underneath the truck. Using the impact driver. These are the directions that came with it. They're pretty vague. About the only helpful thing was it tells you what size sockets you need. So for this bracket we're going to use the 13mm. Here's the bracketry put on. Again, here's the front of the truck. So these point toward the rear, to the rear, to the rear, to the front. I've already held the running board up to the brackets to make sure the holes all line up. So from the front we're going to feed in the larger bolt. On the back side of the bracket we'll put a flat washer, then the lock washer, and then the bolt, or the nut. Well, here we got it on loose. And to manage it by yourself, what I did was I put one bolt through the hole on the front end, balanced it on the box that the brackets came in, and a piece of the styrofoam so it was at least off the ground and almost where it belonged. And then real carefully put the nut and the bolt on it, loose to get it up there temporary. Now we're just going to snug everything up. Alright, here's the finished product. The directions do say the smaller bolts that go underneath to torque them to 15, and these larger ones that hold the brackets to the running boards are torqued to 31 foot-pounds. I think I went a little bit over that, but nonetheless, the big problem I had was getting the brackets on the first side figured out, after that, on this side, the problem I had is this rear bracket did not want to go in. I had to tweak it a little bit to get it to line up with the holes. The other ones did line up perfectly. This last one did not. They're rated for 500 pounds. I'm not quite there yet. I got a friend who's on his way. I'll have him check them out.